Welcome to Math with Professor V. Here is your latest integral of the day. I actually came across this problem while I was working on my Calculus 2 course, which is going to be launching very soon. And this integral is one of my favorites. I had to include it there. And if you haven't heard, I recently launched my online school, professorvmath.com. My full Calculus 1 course is already live at an introductory price, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it at the end of the video. But for now, let's just get right into solving this integral. We have indefinite integral of the natural log of x plus the square root of x squared minus 1 dx. Now, the minute I see that we have just a plain old natural log in the argument, my mind immediately goes to, let's do integration by parts. So I'm going to set it up. We're going to let u equal natural log of x plus square root of x squared minus 1. And then dv is just going to be plain old dx. There's nothing left. The beauty in this problem comes from finding du. So it's going to actually take a little bit of work. Let's go through this carefully. So to differentiate, when you take the derivative of natural log something, you always have 1 over the something, in this case x plus square root x squared minus 1. And then we have to apply chain rule, so we're going to multiply by the derivative of the something, of what's inside. So derivative of x, that's just going to be 1. Plus, now derivative of square root x squared minus 1. If you're my student, you've heard me say this before, but here's another slick little shortcut. If you're taking the derivative with respect to x of the square root of f of x, it's going to involve chain rule, right? To get there quickly, what you can do is just put 2 with the original square root function in the denominator, and then f prime of x goes in the numerator. Instead of having to rewrite this to the 1/2 power, bring it down, yada, 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 and then this is basically chain rule derivative of the inside, you can just jump straight there. Fabulous time saver, especially when you're in Calc 3. So let's try it here. What would the derivative of the square root of x squared minus 1 be? So you're going to put 2 and the OG radical expression in the denominator, so 2 rad x squared minus 1. And then up top in the numerator goes f prime. So derivative of x squared minus 1, which is 2x. And then don't forget we've got a dx over here. Yes? Okay, for a second it looks like a hot mess, but have no fear, things will clean up beautifully. So these 2's cancel. And then the next thing I notice is, okay, let's get a common denominator going on here, and then we'll worry about, will this take us somewhere where we can actually evaluate the integral? So we've got 1 over x plus square root x squared minus 1. If I get a common denominator, that 1's going to become square root x squared minus 1, and then plus just x now in the top, and then they're all over that same denominator together, square root x squared minus 1 dx. Do you see something lovely unfolding in front of our eyes? Yes, this is x plus square root x minus 1. That is the exact same thing. Bam, bam, cancel them out. So then now we can say, oh, du is simply 1 over the square root of x squared minus 1 dx. Pretty painless, right? Okay, so let's see, who do we have so far? I've got u, du, dv, so I need v. V is just going to be x. Perfect. So now we're going to apply our by parts formula. Let me rewrite everything for you so it's not so wild. So we're going to have u times v not getting integrated, right? So that equals x times the natural log. And that's the beauty of by parts. When you put the logarithmic expression as u, you don't have to integrate it anymore. It goes outside, away. Minus integral, what comes next? Integral of v du. So then that's going to be x over the square root of x squared minus 1 dx. Okay, perfect. From here, how are we doing? Well, the ln's gone. That's great. Now let's look at this integral. What would we do? No, not trig sub, just good old u sub. See, the degree of the expression underneath the radical is 1 higher than the degree in the numerator of x. Perfect. We can just do a beautiful little u sub. The only problem is I already called u somebody else in this same problem. U is natural log of x plus square root of x squared minus 1. So we have to be precise. Instead of a u sub, let's do a t sub. Let's let t equal x squared minus 1. So then dt is 2x dx. Is that what I see? Not quite. All I have is x dx. So 1/2 dt then is x dx. Perfect. Okay, so we can write this as x natural log x plus square root x squared minus 1 minus 1/2 integral. I have square root of t in the denominator, so that's t to the negative 1/2, and then dt. Perfect. So this is now x ln x plus square root x squared minus 1 minus 1/2 times, add 1 to the exponent, divide by the new exponent, and put your plus c. We're almost there, guys, almost there. So this is x natural log x plus square root x squared minus 1 minus the square root of x squared minus 1 plus c. Et voila, box it with pride. That was a job well done. And this is totally exam level, exam worthy integral problem. If I was an instructor, this is a good one to test my students with. So that's your latest integral of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. Did you solve it differently? What approach did you take? Have you solved this one before? It's a classic. And also, if you want something more structured than just individual videos, my full Calculus 1 course is now live at www.professorvmath.com. It includes guided notes, structured practice, study guides, sample exams, and everything organized step by step so you know exactly what to study next. And if you're waiting for Calculus 2, I'm actively building it now, so stay tuned because that launch is coming soon. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'll be back sooner than later. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I love you all so much.